Welcome back. Now, being a girl boss means having the independence and confidence to do what once seemed impossible. And that's exactly what Carlow Girls Takeover is all about. It's giving 10 students the chance to lead in organisations all over the county. They will be assuming the roles of their matched mentor for 1 hour this Tuesday, where they will have the power to make decisions and lead the staff.
This is going to be fun, isn't it? Joining us now is Mary Lawler, CEO of the Carlow Development Partnership, John Purcell, CEO of KCLR 96 FM, and transition year students Emma McMahon and Sapphire Go, who are taking part in the initiative. Good morning to you all.
Good morning, folks.
Thank you for joining us. We were just saying transition year has changed significantly since I did it, and you were saying you didn't even do it.
It didn't exist when I was in school,
Tell us about the idea, because this is so lovely, Mary.
Thanks a million. The idea stems from my own passion around young people, particularly rural youth, accessing opportunities and services in accordance with their priority. So with that in mind, as a leader myself, I said it's time that we opened up our networks and our experience to the brilliant young women in Ireland. So I contacted a number of my fellow CEOs, and they said, definitely count us in. And then I turned to St. Leo's School in Carlow, and the principal said, definitely count us in. So they all shared my vision, and that is, in Ireland, we want our young girls to grow up in a society where it's the norm to be the leader, that the wow factor is gone, that girls in transition year, when they're picking their career, will say, I can be a leader in the sector.
So tell us specifically then about the scheme, because it obviously involves transition year students, and they are physically going to swap roles with various CEOs around the county for an hour.
Yes, we're dispensing with the theory and all the frameworks, and we're opening up the front door to 10 senior roles in Carlow, and the transition year students are going to walk right up to the CEO's desk and take over the role next Tuesday. And to make sure that they take every opportunity there, it's all about taking what's available. We had a great preparatory workshop beforehand, where the girls, Sapphire and Emma, participated in some activities. So next Tuesday, the world is going to change in Carlow.
For the better.
For the better.
OK, so Emma is doing your job, Mary, is that right? Sapphire is doing your job.
Yeah.
Sapphire, how do you feel about this?
I'm so excited. I can't wait to go in and just take over.
Have you got a plan?
Yeah.
Have you got a plan?
I'm going to be chairing a meeting about their environmental policy, because the environment is really important to me.
OK.
Right.
And how many people will be in attendance?
I hope all your staff, so around 22. Yeah.
22. And will you have your own itinerary?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
She has a plan. I can tell she has a plan. There are going to be implementations made during that 1 hour.
Yes.
And then you're going to swap with John.
Yeah.
So you're going to take over as the CEO of KCLR.
I am.
Now, please tell me you have a plan, have you? What are you going to be doing, do you think, for that hour? You're going to go for it?
Yeah.
What's your expectation of that hour, that day?
I have no idea. I'm just going to go in and hope for the best. I'm going to see what kind of music that teenagers listen to.
Very good.
Because not many teenagers really listen to the radio, so I'm going to see if I think of something that will make teenagers...
To re-engage them, to get them listening
listen to it again. Yeah.
OK.
John, she sounds exactly what you need. Like exactly
Absolutely,
what you need.
yeah.
You could recruit a whole new audience here.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You know, I think it's a two-way street. We're really interested in all the stuff Mary was talking about, empowering young girls, but equally seeing how we can improve what we provide to them. And literally, I'll be letting Emma sit in my seat, and she'll be dealing with all our staff, and she can call the shots.
And I would imagine throughout that hour, for both of yourselves, you will learn things in that hour.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because it's a fresh set of eyes on your job that you've been...
Absolutely, yeah. And the creativity of young people and young girls is just absolutely inspirational. I think in today's world, you can get a bit kind of doubtful about the future, but all you need to do is talk to young people. I've 4 children myself, and if you want to boost, talk to them and their friends. And it's unleashing that potential, and people in positions of authority like myself or like Mary or like any other companies, we need to kind of open the door and let the young people take over, because they're the future.
Yeah, absolutely. And on Sapphire's profile form that she completed, her last sentence to me was that she's worried about climate change, that she's far too many ambitions to pursue to be worrying about something that's preventable, And I said to myself, my goodness, we need to do something. And that's why she's chairing the company's environmental policy.
Isn't that fantastic?
Yeah.
So there are 10 roles, is that right, Mary?
Yes, there are 10 senior roles going to be taking over from the chief superintendent of the guards.
Really?
Yes, to the editor of the local newspaper, KCLR, owners of engineering companies. Everybody said yes, and we have a number of companies that are queuing to participate.
Fantastic.
And then on the side of the transition year students, there were 70 girls, 70 girls wanted to participate.
So what made these 2 girls and the other 8 stand out from all of the applications you got, Mary?
Well, they had a real interest in leadership, and they explained what they hope they'll achieve. And they just stated that, you know, we want to make a difference. They expressed their concerns. I won't spill their beans. They may want to tell you themselves.
Yeah. Do you want to share it with us in terms of what you think made your pitch different, Emma?
I just said how leadership in a company, it's important, and it's important to connect with people, and everyone has to have respect for you, and you just need to be able to get everyone together and discuss. And
brilliant. Sapphire?
I think that my profile was good, maybe because of the way my friends and family talked about different skills I might have had as a leader.
Yeah.
Is this a scheme that you want to eventually hopefully roll out across the country?
Yes.
So all eyes are on this to see how this works and how successful it will be. And no doubt it will be a success, but is there a bigger plan for this scheme?
Absolutely. This is the pilot initiative. I quickly pulled a team together to roll out the pilot. We will evaluate it. But our vision is that every young girl who wants to become a leader will have access to this Girls Take Over, north, south, east and west, and that it will become the norm. And that's the objective, that it's going to be normal and routine for girls to say, yeah, I can head up an engineering company, or I can own an engineering company, or I can be the CEO of Virgin Media, whatever it takes.
Whatever it is, yeah.
I mean, you've only got to look at the recent results in the midterm elections in the US with the amount of new women that are in the Congress and, you know.
Absolutely, and the government are rolling out an initiative called Better Balance, Better Work, and we heard on the radio coming up that there has never been a female president of a state-sponsored university in Ireland, and they're making what we'll call provisions around that. So there are many positive approaches and things happening. What we're doing is we're just making a direct connection between the leaders and the future leaders of Ireland, and we're bringing them right up the CEO's door. We're not stopping in any corridor, right up into the chair.
Right up to the big gig.
And get cracking.
Yeah. Very good.
Brilliant,
That's it.
brilliant. And for anyone who thinks, what about the boys? I suppose this is to address the balance, isn't it?
It is.
It's the balance at board level, at senior management level, the lack of female representation.
Absolutely, it is. Absolutely. We're not leaving the boys out. There's plenty of opportunities for everybody. We just want to get the girls front and centre stage, and they're maybe a little bit quiet this morning, but I can tell you we had a workshop during the week to prepare and get ready for the takeover.
So it was far from quiet.
It was, and they were eating donuts and building towers with marshmallows and spaghetti. And I tell you, I made a suggestion to one of the participating girls how the term might be improved, and I was told no. So the future is bright.
Yeah.
Well, we wish you well. Let us know how you get
Enjoy
on,
yourselves
won't you?
on Tuesday.
And a brilliant initiative, and you know we need CEOs to take part. So John and Mary, thank you very
just
much.
opening the door and letting them in.
Yeah, brilliant. Well
Thanks
done.
for coming in, guys.
Thank you.
Now, after the break, stylist Judy Gilroy will be helping you refresh your look for the rest of autumn-winter. Stay with us.